a little emoji or your name in the message box below this video on whatever social channel you're in, and let me know that you guys can all see and hear me and all this amazing technology works, which it looks like it does. And let's get started. We may be joined by the amazing Courtney in just a moment, if we can sort out this technology. But welcome to our live training today. My name is Vanessa Simpkins. I'm the founder of Take Your Power Back Now and this awesome 8-week bootcamp called the 10K in 30-Day Program. And so what I want to share with you here today, is really the keys to jumpstarting your sales. It's summertime. A lot of people are going on vacation. But what if we could double or triple or even quadruple your sales this summer? We just had one of our clients recently, Christine Moses, come through our 8-week program, and in 8 weeks plus 2 graduation weeks generate $19,000 in sales. How cool would that be if in the next 10 weeks over the summer we could you could do $19,000 in sales. Maybe you're listening in thinking like, heck, if I could just do $10,000 in sales, that would be radical, right? What would you do? Would you quit your job? Would you go on vacation? Would you take your family on vacation? Would you go shopping? Would you pay off some debt? Oh my God, I think that's Courtney calling. Let me answer it. Watch this, guys. You were joining us live here. And let's see if this whole thing works. Courtney, what's up? Okay, let's see if your volume works. Here at the broadcasting station. You see what this says? It says Mrs. Always Right. How you like them? Okay, hold on a second. I think this is going to work.
Thank you so much for your patience and grace.
Yeah, you're kidding me. You're on and it works and we can see your beautiful smiling face. Welcome, Courtney's in the house. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, so welcome to our show, guys. I was just getting everyone started, and we're going to be between 2 screens, but I want to invite you guys into this awesome conversation, which is really about how to jumpstart their summer sales. And so I was asking the question, because we just had this recent client come through our program, generate $19,000 in sales, Christine Moses, in 10 weeks. So I was asking everyone, what would you guys do if in the next 10 weeks over summer, we could get you to $20,000 or $10,000 in sales? What would you do? And I want you guys to comment below. Let me know, what would you do with that money? Would you go on a trip? Would you, would you pay off some debt? What would you do? This is my first question. And we're getting a lot of people here tuning in. Welcome, welcome. I'm getting some comments. So let me know that you guys can all hear me and see me. And let us know, what would you do? All right. And what we want to have today is really a conversation with you about the 5 biggest keys to really jumpstart your sales. And Courtney is a sales rock star here at Take Your Power Back Now. She was a client who knocked it out of the park, if you remember her. What were your results again in our 8-week bootcamp?
In my first 3 weeks, when I was trying to figure out the technology part of it, I actually put my back out and was in bed and wasn't extremely strong at it, but was persistent, made a presence, and in my 3rd week of doing the program, I did $9,000 in sales.
Woohoo! So
without a website.
Without a website. So $9,000 in sales without a website. And Courtney's got an extensive background as a sales leader, as a sales trainer. And so I thought, you know what? Let's have this awesome conversation with you guys today and really talk about what it takes to jumpstart your sales. All right. So if you're joining us on YouTube, on Facebook, on Periscope, welcome, welcome. We want you guys to tune in, ask any questions. But let's get started, right? 5 keys to jumpstart your summer sale. The first key is you got to have consistent marketing. If you want consistent cash flow, you need to get into the habit and the behavior of marketing plan. All right. Mm-hmm. And Courtney, because our clients are here, what does that look like? Okay. So when you don't have a consistent marketing plan, some of the reasons I think are, people, or maybe you do have a marketing plan, but are you following it? Is it working for you? Why or why not? Are you right now, maybe you're overwhelmed with, oh my gosh, maybe I should do a video, or maybe I should do Instagram. People tell me Instagram is hot and I should do Facebook. And And I think a lot of people are overwhelmed. Or they do one thing once, right? And it works, and then squirrel, and they run off and they try some other tactic over here without really letting it, take root. So, these are real problems. If you are not following a consistent marketing plan, you can kiss your summer sales goodbye. What are some of the other reasons, that you think people would not be following, or not, be implementing a plan?
For me personally, Vanessa, the problem for me was that I knew that I had a passion and a calling to help other people. I knew that with my sales leadership background, that I was more than the current six-figure income at a car dealership where it ran me. I didn't run it. And so for me, it was about really getting a mindset mentor, getting a mentor, a coach to help me work through my strengths and create a delicious marketing message, an authentic marketing message about what I could do to help others. And once I was able to do that through your 10K and 30-day program, and I had a solid understanding of what I could do for other people, then I was able to stand behind that. I was able to be consistent with my marketing because I knew I could make a difference and I could help them.
Okay.
So I think that that's the first step, is being able to take, and even if you are already providing a service, but maybe you've been charging a certain amount for a long time and now you're trying to transition into the online world and having, bigger ticket sales so that you can work a little less and have a little more. Don't we all want more lifestyle? Then that's the biggest thing, is really getting solid on what you are going to offer and getting that labeled.
Right.
And then the marketing takes care of itself.
And then the marketing takes care of itself. So this might be you, okay? You might be in the place, what I'm hearing Courtney say is she needed to get clarity. All right. So a lot of people are not really using a marketing plan because they don't have clarity about how to get started. Which plan do I choose? What do I say? What do I call myself? What do I call my program? How many of you guys are stuck selling? And so, like she said, when you are clear about these very important pieces of your business, then you can get into action and follow a plan. But that plan needs to be consistent. If you want consistent cash flow, it is simply a matter of having consistent marketing. Are you being visible, delivering value, making offers every day to people who can say yes? And if you're not, then you need to figure that out ASAP.
That's a biggie. With your program, that visibility was huge. So, when you're trying to make sure that you're bigger than your close-knit circle and actually have the opportunity to meet people outside of that circle and create, a concrete business, like you said, with consistent cash flow, the visibility is really huge. And you guys really help us work through that and figure out how to be confident and consistent in that regard. And that visibility is where people really connect with you and you do get your following.
All right. So step number 1, and again, we're welcoming Paula's in the house, Lisa's here, Heidi, Jen saying pay for my daughter's college tuition to her dream school. Heidi saying pay off debt. Lisa says always more travel outreach. Paula says take my family vacation to Disneyland. We've had a lot of our clients take their family members to seems to be like a really awesome, it seems everyone wants to go to Walt Disney. I still haven't been to Disney yet. Anyways, we want to help you guys do all of these things. And so the first key is to get clear on get a marketing plan, be consistent with that marketing plan. And kind of like the B of that is you need clarity, right? And then you'll be able to get into action and the results, handle themselves. And then what Courtney was saying is you need to be visible. So step number 2 is to generate leads. If you guys want to jumpstart your summer sales, you need to be focusing on generating leads, not building websites, not building membership sites, not, cleaning up your desk, not doing all of these unimportant things. You need to be generating leads. Why? Because if you are in the habit of generating leads, and this is what I learned on the mop stage, I used to sell mops for a living. I don't know how unsexy you guys find that, but that's how I got started. Selling mops and lint removers, okay? And one of the things that really helped my career was choosing store locations that had a ton of traffic, that were highly trafficked, wealthy stores. And I would get on the stage and I would do a little show, a little live demo show for 15 or 20 minutes and attract all these people, and they would buy my stuff and I'd get paid on commission. At the end of the day, I'd pull my numbers. So if I didn't do a good job, I didn't get paid. It was a great way to practice as a salesperson, okay? To build the habit of always be marketing, always be visible, deliver value, make offers. And guess what else it helped me build? It also helped me, you know, realize that if I screwed up, or if I blew, you know, a show, if I screwed up something, if I was in a highly trafficked store, it didn't matter, because 20 minutes later I could get back on the phone and say, hey, we're doing another show, and there would be a whole new slew of new people. And so in the beginning as an entrepreneur, Courtney's like, yes, 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 you know, you guys need to have enough people to talk to. Like she said, you know, you're not going to sell your coaching consulting to your auntie, sister, mother, brother, or your family members. You need to expand your reach. All right. So the second key in jumpstarting your sales is making sure that you have, you know, a big lead flow. So we teach you in our program, you know, how to generate leads using a $5 a day Facebook ad. And like Courtney says, you don't even need a website, okay? You don't need to be a big fancy pants guru with a big email list, but you need to do a few things right, okay? And you need to have that consistent leads, because you are going to screw up a few sales calls. Have we had people make, you know, the first call, make a sale? Lots and lots, okay? However, you may take 3 or 4, maybe like me, 18 sales calls before you get it right. Now, hopefully you're not going to bang your head against the wall as hard as I did. Hopefully you follow a process. We've got an awesome process in our 10K in 30-day program.com. If you guys are joining us live on YouTube, on Periscope, on Facebook, you can check out our program. Monica says, what live program are you using for your website and your program to come up like that? So the bomb, yes. Stay tuned. We have so many tricks up our sleeves here to take your power back now. But broadcasting, right? What am I doing right now? I am actually serving one-to-many, all right? And we teach you how to create a platform, and also not just a platform, not just a website, but you need to be inviting people all the time. So we teach you, you know, in our 10K in 30-day program.com how to generate leads. That's the second key, right? Now, if you're telling me, oh, Vanessa, you know, that sounds really lovely, but technology freaks me out, I'm overwhelmed. Tell me what questions you guys have for me. Let me know here. So I'm seeing a bunch of people joining us on the Bikini Business Coach page. What questions you guys, or what stumps you up about, you know, well, first of all, are you using paid advertising to attract clients online? Number one, you know, and if you're not, holy shit, why not? You know, what's stopping you? Okay. Have you tried it before? Courtney's laughing, but you know, I want to know, because it's overwhelming. You know, especially if this is new for you. But so what is it, you know, about driving traffic? Maybe first, I want to know, where are you guys at? Are you having success generating leads, but you're just not converting them into sales? You know, let us know. I want to know what questions you have for us. And then let's keep the conversation here going. You know, so the third key is about getting leads. And what do you have to say about that? What happened for you, Courtney, with all of the technology, and, you know, you didn't have a website. Would you call yourself, you know, technical savvy?
No. The technology isn't my thing at all. I'm definitely a people person. And I always used to, you know, really brag about that. That was really important to me, that I was people-centered. And what I ended up finding, again, under your mentorship and your guidance, is that technology is actually really simple, and it can be your friend. And what it can do is what you were mentioning earlier, is it can generate an opportunity to really connect with a mass amount of people, so that the ones that really connect with you and that really want what you offer, because there's something for everybody, right? Like there's something for everybody, and you will create your own unique following. And so the technology actually ended up being very simple because you let us borrow your group, your gurus. You have a Facebook ninja, Nazim. You have copywriters. You actually allow us to use your team and get all that built within the 8 weeks. And the other thing that just really was amazing for me is that I only had to invest in your program. It really was just a few dollars a day to continue to grow the business. And then obviously, as I continue to make more money, I can do more and be bigger. But it was really cool to me that all that support existed within the 10K and 30-day program. It was crazy. I couldn't believe the value.
So what I'm hearing you say is, and we do, I think you're right. A lot of people do get totally overwhelmed, and they have to go and buy sales over here, marketing over here, Facebook over there. I need a website over here. I need spirituality over here. I need a copywriter. I need a videographer. And then what we do is we package it all together, and you get to use my team, like Courtney says. You get to have access to people who cost thousands and thousands of dollars a month, because most people can't afford that kind of they can't afford that kind of expertise, especially when you're just beginning. Maybe your business is making $1,000, $2,000 a month. You're watching all these videos and you're like, man, I would love for this to really like make some serious money, but I don't have the ability to pay people. I want to bring you guys, here. This is our graduates group. This is 10K and 30-day graduates. I just want to show you. Speaking of, results, a recent graduate, Adina, she's an awesome esthetician in San Diego. And she posted this in our graduate group. She actually bought her husband a truck, and she bought herself a BMW. And she said, hey, Vanessa Simpkins, this week I bought my husband a gently used truck and myself a brand new BMW M3 with 444 horsepower. I've been visualizing it and the white sports car in the truck for 9 months. It happened. It's a huge mindset leap for me. And then she goes on, she says, and it's a biz write-off for her skincare business, but my coaching business has made over $96,000 in the last little while, since July. So less than a year, and she's been on vacation with the kids. Thank you again for believing me, for helping me take my power back, So how cool would that be, guys? If you could generate an extra $100,000, all right? And, Adina is an absolute rock star. She is, she's an action taker. But again, she didn't have, a coaching business before she came. She had this idea, she had a successful esthetician business, and she wanted to move into the coaching, market. And I said, well, why don't you? Why don't you go ahead and, teach other estheticians how to do what you're doing? And she ran with it. She used our team, and she knocked it out of the park. Her husband's able to work with her, bought her husband a truck, bought herself a brand new car, took her family on all these awesome vacations. It's not just about, that's why I'm so passionate about helping women with the mindset, with the sales, and you can't have one without the other. We were having this conversation this morning, Courtney, with the sales team, talking about, what are the things that you can control, right? What are the things that you can control? The things you can control, is your mindset, right? It is your mindset. So, I'm so passionate about this because when I read, testimonials from clients and graduates about, I bought a new car, retired my husband, took my kids to Disneyland or wherever, took my kids to Canada. Like, I fucking love that shit. I love it. I eat that for breakfast, guys. It stokes me out. I'm so, so, so happy. And I want that for every woman. I want every woman to be able to, like, eat organic food and bring your kids on like luxury vacations, and not like, I grew up as like with the parents that were like, oh, we can't afford it, get rid of that and really show your family what's possible. You know, women are leading. We are the ones who set the standards in our relationships with our husbands, with our children, even with your coworkers and your boss, if you still have a job. So I might get like a little bit ranty, but I'm just really excited about all of this. So let's get back to it. We've got 2 keys here to jump-starting your summer sales. I want to hear, I want to hear from you guys what questions you have so far about any of the things we talked about. Third key. The third key here to jumpstart your summer sales is, you have to get over the fear of rejection. I want you guys to write that down. You get over the fear of rejection and blanket general rejection and fear of sales. So people have bad concepts of salespeople. Selling is bad. Oh, I'm going to hire somebody else to do that for me. Oh, selling is used car salesman. Oh, if I'm selling to somebody, I'm robbing them, I'm manipulative, they're not going to like me, they're going to judge me. What if, I can't deliver? And then they tell everybody, and then I die. Okay, so if we take it all the way down the road, that's what your ego is really doing to you. Okay, it's ripping you around with a bunch of BS, and you're letting it. You're giving your power away to your ego and your fears. And old concepts, nobody would purposely shoot themselves in the foot and sabotage themselves. All right. However, if you're not getting what you want, if you're not making the amount of money that you want, if you're not having the amount of sales or leads or the system set up in your business to have that for you, there's something going on here that's not allowing it. All right. Because your concepts and your beliefs are what express in the physical world. And we focus a lot on this, what we call hunting for gremlins, right? Courtney, what was that like for you?
Oh, I loved it. I actually, as you said, came from a sales background, but it's very easy to hide behind the label, right? So I was that used car salesman before. So I sold cars, and that was a physical thing, right? Cars are a physical thing that I was selling. And now I was going to sell helping people and helping them with their mindset. And that's something that you can't see. And so how do you properly do that? And how do you create the value for that? And what I found is really making sure that I understood that I was serving my clients. And so I believe if you are somebody that fears being that, we'll call it slimy car salesman or whatever you want to call it, then that means that you are authentic and that you are sincere and that you actually do want to help them. So if you have that feeling or that fear, you're actually going to be excellent at this because you will know to serve. You will know that you and what you can do for that person is something that they need to make a change in their life. So whether that's, through talking to them about whatever. For me, it's training the mind. I actually created a program called Command Your Mind, where you train yourself how to rewire those old stories that you're actually talking about right now. So I'm actually the gremlin hunter. That's what I do. Mm-hmm. So I think that it's really important for you to understand that you are serving them and that you are offering them an opportunity to work with you to gain something that is priceless.
So this is a wonderful, and what I'm hearing you say, Courtney, is, transforming whatever ill concepts or misconceptions about selling and being a salesperson around to serving people.
Exactly. And because you wouldn't be doing this if you hadn't already gained a better life by doing it. And so this is what you're doing. You're actually transforming their life.
So this brings us to another concept, which is something we also talk a lot about in the 10K in 30 program, which is owning your value. How do you, own the value of the transformation of the service that you're providing? You have to be really confident and certain about that if you want to make sales, right? People are buying your confidence and your certainty. And so if you, and this leads us to, the fourth point. So, the third point is the concepts, your beliefs, your ideas and concepts about selling and sales and being a salesperson, your resistance, your inner resistance about that. All of that has to be rewired, hardwired, reworked Because as Courtney says, you know, and we say this a lot, you're not selling an iPhone. You're not selling this beautiful cup over here. You are selling a part of you. So your concepts about yourself and your ability and your service have to be there. You have to feel really, really good about that. Okay? Your business is just an expression of you, an extension of you. And if you don't feel really, really good about it, you're not going to be able to transfer that confidence and certainty on your sales calls. All right, so doing that gremlin hunting, that mindset work is really, really important. And if you want to transform your sales, you know, jumpstart your sales this summer, there's nothing. I'm reading this book right now, the 80-20%, the 80-20 principle, okay? And I thought to myself, why is they make a whole book about one damn idea? But it's a very good idea, okay? Now that I'm reading it. And so I've been thinking, you know, as I'm reading the book, I think to myself, well, dang, you know, this is just, you know, confirmation that this is why we get such great results with our clients, because we heavily focus on these concepts, these beliefs, you know. You're not waiting for God or someone to come and give you a magic wand, bop on the head, you're ready, you're worthy. It's you decide. You believe you're worthy and watch the world reflect that to you. Okay, so we're really teaching people how to become conscious creators. That's more important to me than, you know, teaching you how to succeed in business. Anybody and their mother can teach you about business building, but when you marry, you know, when you become a conscious creator and you marry this like personal power, take your power back, kind of ownership of your driving your steamship, then, I mean, and then you implement all these cool business things. Like, yes, the money is great, but it's just one of the things that you'll be able to use your mind to manifest instead of the mind and the past and the fear and the crap running you. I just think, you know, being an entrepreneur is an awesome vehicle now in this day and age for women who, hey, I'm at home right now. I'm wearing my little freaking shorts. I'm at home. You know, I didn't have to sit in traffic. And, you know, we're rocking it. We are leaders in this industry. Last month we did over $200,000 in business. I mean, from a home computer, guys. I just bought like a home, you know, few computer screens, but for the last, I don't know, 5 years, I've ran my business on this freaking, you know, MacBook Pro. That's pretty freaking cool. You know, what is available today with social media, with marketing, that allows you to have a really awesome income from home. It's an amazing opportunity. So you need to feel really good about you. You need your beliefs to be in line. And what I wanted to say with that whole rant is that it's not about something out there deciding that you're ready. It's you deciding. It's you taking your power back. It's you building that belief of yourself as a six-figure earner, and then watching life show up to mirror that back to you, to prove to you that you're a conscious creator. So what is the 20% that's going to give you the 80% of the results? It is your mindset. Daily work on those beliefs. That's the most important thing. So that was key number 3, right? Get over your gremlins, the fear of rejection, the limitations, right? We have a lot of women here that are like, oh my God, what if I sell them, and what if it doesn't work, and what if I can't deliver, and all that stuff. We have to find the root of that and get rid of it. All right. Was that the 3rd or the 4th key? I was like, where are my notes here? That was, I think, the 3rd key. Right? We talked about consistent marketing plan. We talked about generating leads. And we talked about overcoming your gremlins, the fear of rejection, right? Mm-hmm. 4th key is sharpening your skills. Guys, huge. Sharpening your sales skills. Practicing. This is, people think, I think a lot, you know, oh, when I'm going to, you know, they daydream and it's like hypercolor and they're like, ooh, wow, you know. But are you in the game every day, getting on the phone, practicing? What are you doing every day to sharpen your skills? Are you helping people overcome objections? Are you reading books? What are you doing to sharpen your sales skills? I'm still learning, guys. I've been in this game for like 8 to 10 years, right? What are you doing to sharpen your skills? Courtney, what would you say are, you know, some of the best things that they can focus on in this arena to get them results?
On a personal level, I do believe that readers are leaders. I think you should always have something on the go where you're reading to help kind of just be outside of yourself so that you aren't selling yourself whatever your beliefs are, right? To help stretch you and help you see the big picture and how you can implement your sales. The other part of it is I'm going to go back to the 10K and 30-day program again, because by going through that 8-week boot camp, you are constantly, I don't know if anybody on here has ever learned a new language, but you have to immerse yourself to learn a new language. Yeah. And it's the same thing with sales. You have to immerse yourself. You have to drink the Kool-Aid. You have to really buy in. And so what's really awesome about this program, the 10K in 30 days, 8-week boot camp for skyrocketing your confidence and your cash flow, is exactly that. It's a mentorship program where we have the best of the best of the best of the best teaching us. And then you're also joining a group of women just like you that are achievers and believers and committed and resourceful. And you can actually practice with them. So you can actually, you know, have a gazillion, that's a big number, but literally 1,000, 2,000% supportive situation where you're jumping on a video just like this and working with somebody else doing exactly what you're doing to sharpen your skills. So within that very small time frame, you come out with the knowledge that you've created over the last 8 to 10 years.
Yeah. So what you're saying is, again, sharpening your skills, you have to immerse yourself. And I think, you know, I remember when I first, like, I got to put myself back in the shoes of when I first started and I had a job and I would drive an hour in the morning to work and an hour in the morning back, and I'd be listening to my, you know, back then I drove a freaking rusted out minivan, okay? And I was listening to personal development tapes in the car, going to drive to my mop job, thinking one day, you know, I was heavily invested in programs, this program, that program. My business didn't take off until I hired a mentor. It was a very expensive mentor back then. It was, I think, $8,000 or $9,000. And at that point, I remember I was taping my minivan with, you know, what's that gray tape there? You know, there was a big
duct tape.
Duct tape.
Duct
okay?
tape.
It was like electrical. It was fancy duct tape. It was like electrical. Okay, so it was like metal tape, and you tape it on the big hole, and then I would spray paint it gray, right? And I was doing this, you know, in Canada, where I used to live in Canada, and I was thinking, I was having this pretend conversation of myself with my family, or my friends even. Because I was trying to justify spending like more per month than my rent, okay, on this mentor. And I thought to myself, and here I am taping frickin' rust holes in I'm crazy. Okay, I said, people, if my family finds out about it, they're gonna think I'm fucking crazy. But I thought to myself, you know what's crazy is me spending another year in this damn mop job. I was gonna, you know, I'm not gonna off myself, but it was like, so painful and so uncomfortable and so intense. My life was becoming more intense. My relationships were falling down. My standards were raising. And this happens for a lot of our clients, right? The standards raise. They start taking their power back. They start, hey, wielding their power and making things happen. And, ooh, you know, you raise your standards, you change your life. So anyways, if you don't take an active role in that, I believe life squeezes you like a squeeze out of the freaking toothpaste. Queen, you know. Out you get in your purpose. Here it comes. You know, we don't have too much of someone's trying to ring. Sorry guys. We really don't have too much of, you know, we do have free will. Okay, we do, but life already envisions us in this, you know, grandiose bigness of our purpose. And for me, spending another year on the freaking driving to work, you know, I was like, I know this is not the end all be all Vanessa Simpkins to be selling mops. Okay, this is not the end of the show. There's got to be more than my life than this. So for me, that risk of, you know, oh my God, investing in myself, it was a lot of money. And having that, I'll always remember taping and spray painting and thinking and having that conversation. But like Courtney says, you know, that made all the difference for me. I made my first online sale. Again, it took me a while to figure it out, and then I did it. You know, it took me 18 sales calls, but I figured it out. And once I had that first, I think it was $3,600 coaching sale, that was it. Break the glass ceiling. I can do one, I can do more. And so that's, you know, with that in mind, that's why we created the 10K and 30-day program as a way to, you know, really have a safe space for women to do their inner healing work, to open up the hood of, you know, what's in that mind? What kind of gremlins live in there? What's really running my life? And then also teach you the strategy, the sales strategies, right? There are a lot of people talking about sales online, but do they have a track record? You know, is the blind leading the blind? Or are you and your friends just going to networking events and, you know, banging your head against the wall? So like Courtney says, when you immerse yourself in, you know, into a community that's supportive, that, you know, has the right recipes, and all you got to do is show up and implement, that's when, you know, your confidence and your cash flow really skyrockets. So I definitely agree with that. Sharpen your skills, read every day, but more than that, you know, make sure that what you're doing, you know, it is the right, it's the right, you know, the right books, it's the right script. It's, you know, it's not, don't just, you know, read everything, but, you know, success for you as an entrepreneur is going to be about, you know, being where you're at, you know, and following the right action steps for you for where you're at. I think a lot of entrepreneurs can get freaked out and be like, oh my God, I need to build webinars. I need to build this crazy membership site. And I need to like be this crazy online guru. And Courtney, that's just not true, right?
I agree. I think that you have to really boil it down and you have to get started somewhere. And I think the other part of it too is being willing to invest in yourself. You really kind of conjured that up for me as you were speaking, where I realized the biggest first step for me for taking this journey, and I know all the other women in the program feel the same way, is that when you take that leap of faith, you invest in yourself, and keyword investment, because it gives you the opportunity to earn that and then some, which was my personal experience. And with all the hundreds of testimonials that we have from our clients, they too have experienced that when you do that and you commit, that will help you create the action steps that will give you that momentum to figure out the gremlins and to go through, you know, the discomfort of finding your style and your way of making sure that you're landing these programs for people and having a business.
Walking your talk, absolutely. You know, if you expect to generate, like people say to me, oh, 10K in 30 days, it sounds like a scam. We just had a graduate do $19,000. You know, in Christine Moses just did $19,000. She did $11,000 while she was in her 8 weeks, and then 2 weeks later landed a few extra clients. Just did a client testimonial interview with her, and it's not preposterous. However, if you yourself and you won't invest in yourself at that level, don't ever expect for a minute to be able to enroll other people. You have got to walk your talk. All right. Mm-hmm. When you do, like Courtney says, see her like I see her nodding. When you do. When you yourself are willing, you know, to walk through that, then you are able to, you know, to get what it's like on the other side.
I agree. And that's the key. Like, I knew that I was willing to invest, and I knew what that gave me, and I knew what I was offering other people. I felt very solid that I had a lot of value to offer. So when I asked for my price, I expected them to see that as an excellent deal and want to move forward too. So like you said, you got to walk the walk. So if you want to be a mentor, then you have to have a mentor. Yep. It would be silly not to.
You know, and this is really, I've got mentors for everything. When I, you know, was getting married, I had a weight loss coach, you know, a business coach. You know, there will always be a percentage of the population that want to do, you know, that want to get a result in record time. They want you to grab them by the hand, help them do it with them, help them save time and money. Because here's the deal. Coaching, consulting, what in our case, really women's empowerment, because this is more than just coaching. And in our world here, we're teaching people how to be conscious creators. Yeah, you're going to make money, big deal. It's like one of the things you will create when you master your mindset. Now we teach you some cool marketing and some sales and like simple ways to get your business online, you know, get some clarity about your program, make your first $3,000, $5,000 coaching sale, and then have a system to do it every month. Yes, we do all that. But I'm really jazzed about teaching people how to become conscious creators. Not just, oh, fluke, oh, wow, look at that. But like, hey, this is what you got to do every single day to manifest your goals, your life, your dream, live your purpose, to, you know, whatever that calling is for you. And think about this, you know, if you're wanting, you know, to have, you know, to live that purpose and to have money, you know, like not just, okay, I could go out and, you know, make nonprofit movies, but that's not going to feed my family or pay my mortgage. You know, and you have the opportunity to work with a mentor or to work with, you know, somebody who can give you a proven recipe and say, hey, instead of it taking you, you know, 8 years like it took me, or 5 years or 3 years, let's do it in like 8 weeks. Imagine, okay, imagine now, you know, how much closer your goals are. And so that's really my invitation. That's our invitation to you here today. That if you want to get results in record time, join our 10K in 30-day program. You have to apply first. We don't accept everyone. And we had this woman who got really pissed off at me the other day. She sent me this message. She was like, "You deleted me. You canceled my application." And I was like, well, you know, we're really looking for serious, committed people, and we're looking for people who, you know, are coaches, or they have a coach certification, or maybe they don't have a coaching certification, but they've got a lifetime of experience, and they're really ready to make this a full-time income, and they're not ready to make it. They're not willing to let the excuses or the fear get the best of them. You know, they're really ready to show up and put a proven system into action. All right, after 8 years, guys. Our system works, and we don't have to guess about it anymore. We are not, you know, in the, oh my gosh, maybe it'll work for you, maybe it won't. We've been doing this now. I've been doing this now for over 8 years, and I've had to invest a crap ton of money in a new website just to house all the testimonial videos of raving clients saying it's the best thing I ever did for my life. Forget about my business. So I'm not looking to I'm not looking for people who are like, oh, maybe I'll be a coach. Oh. No, I'm not interested in that. Anyways, so I invite you to apply if you're enjoying our videos. If you know you're liking what you're seeing here, you know you want to be the next person to get results in record time, because summer is now. You know, a lot of our clients, we have 2 women that are like, they were teachers, and they're like, you know what, I'm so proud of I'm so happy to be here. I made the time, I cleared my schedule, put my kid in day camp. I'm going to work on my business right now, which I'm so happy about. You have this window, right? You could sit at the beach and roll around in, you know, a floaty with a beer, which I occasionally enjoy doing myself. Okay. I'm all for that. But at least, you know, or you really dial it in and imagine in 10 weeks. Imagine if, okay, let's say $10,000 a month is like a huge stretch for you. Let's say you did half of that. All right. Let's say we put your systems together over the summer to dial in, you know, and get to, you know, 5K. How would an extra $5,000 a month impact your life? Right? For some people, that's huge. That's like an extra 60 grand a year. Trust me, your job ain't going to give you that kind of raise. I'm sorry. Not unless you're like trading stocks and you're a freaking whiz kid or something. But I don't know of anybody making a $60,000 increase or a raise from one year to the next. Like you can do here with coaching. If you follow the right system. And I just showed you Adina's testimonial. You know, I'm going to show you something else here as well.
When you were talking about the sun while you're looking for that, Vanessa, I got to spend today. It's actually 25 degrees in New Brunswick, Canada. And so it's never warm like that very often. So before, you know, 2 months ago when I was doing my other job, I would be traveling 2 hours and 15 minutes every day just to get back and forth to work. I left in the dark. I came home in the dark. And, you know, now I get to go out on the deck and have a coffee and do a coaching call. Like it blows my mind. It blows my mind. And, you know, the other day, this was the best part. My children were like staining the deck. I believe in child labor, by the way. And they were staining the deck. And I was sitting up on the upper deck and I was doing some work. And I was watching them, and my husband couldn't help but chuckle at the end of the day. He's like, did you enjoy yourself this afternoon?
So cool. Mm-hmm. Isn't it cool to be your own boss? you know,
Yes.
and
Yes.
create life. I would say entrepreneurship is really about screw the rules. I'm gonna make my own rules and let everybody else play by my rules. How you like them apples? That's really what it is. Okay, so I'm so happy that like thrills me to no end, and that's really what you get to create. You know, as an entrepreneur is your own. You know, create your lifestyle by design instead of by default.
Right.
But in order to do that, you need the right systems, okay? And I'm going to show you here quickly a few of the people who have followed our system, all right? And I'm going to invite you guys to, you'll see here, you can apply to the 10K in 30-day program. You can go to our website, 10kin30dayprogram.com, or you can follow this little scrolling website URL at the bottom of the video, takeyourpowerbacknow.com/10K ready. 10K, takeyourpowerbacknow.com/10K ready, and there'll be an application for you there. It's free to apply. What happens when you apply is a member of our team will get on the phone with you, and we'll really just, you know, get on the phone and talk to you for about 45 minutes and find out what is really going on with you. Do you have a mindset issue? Do you have a lack of clarity in your marketing plan? Maybe you're following the wrong marketing plan for where you need to be in your business. Maybe you just have a lot of gremlins and fear and crazy resistance. You know, maybe you got to rework your worthiness, your deservingness. Maybe it's actually that you have too many ideas and you can't pick one. Maybe you just don't know how to make an offer yet. Maybe you have visibility blocks. We're going to find out what the heck is really holding you back, and then we're going to share with you, you know, the next 3 steps to help you generate cash flow. And we may invite you to become one of the high-paying clients that we take on this month. We may not. Like I said, I'm not training a sales team here to like enroll everybody. I don't want everybody. I just want the few people who are going to show up and implement a proven system that works. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for excuse makers. You can be, you know, shit scared. That's okay. We can deal with, you know, terrified. We can deal with scared all day long. But I'm really looking for people that are action takers, you know, because those are the people who get results. And so you can apply here at the URL. You can apply on our website, 10kin30dayprogram.com. But I mean, imagine here, this is, you know, oh my God, I had a breakthrough call this morning. She just paid for my program in full. First time I've had anyone ever pay in full. This happens all the time. Vanessa lied, I got 10K in 28 days. Another woman here, I blew past $100,000, not a typo, in just 6 months. I love you, Vanessa. Your program changed my life. Anyone thinking about doing it should do it without hesitation. These are texts that I get from people. Oh my God, first call from a Facebook ad, a $5,000 sale, $7,000 sale. Thank you, Annie and Vanessa, my soul sisters. This is a woman in our Bikini business program. Tanya, here's another woman who made $96,000 in her first year in coaching. So when we say 10K, you know, what we're really saying is we want to show you what it takes in mindset, in marketing, in sales, to, you know, create a portable, profitable online business that's really going to pay your bills, you know, and generate at least 100,000, 6 figures in your first year. Holy shit! Just posted a video, $4,000 deal, 11K in 20 days. I'm going for 20K in 30 days. I've converted 3 clients over and sold a 6-month mentorship with me at double the price. I'm so happy. I mean, it goes on and on and on. All right. First sales call, first sale, so excited. We have a lot of that. So imagine, you know, how much time and energy and money you could save by having the right systems. Because, you know, I'm telling you something, people are buying coaching consulting every month. It's a booming industry, and if you're still stuck at whatever it is, giving away your coaching for free or $100, you know, maybe $1,000 a month, somebody else is picking up that money. Somebody else who is dialing in the systems, you know, is getting there. Another client in the bank, $4,000 since I started, $12,000. I'm abundant. You know, between you and I, I've made over $14,000 this month, celebrating my first 10K month. I mean, we have just a ton of people that, you know, follow our system. They show up, as like we say, they strap their tits on, they get to work. You know, it's not going to come falling in from the sky. Unicorn and the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is not going to come prancing in your living room, as spiritual as I am. Okay, you're going to have to get to work. But you know, we've taken enough people through this process, as Courtney can say, she went through it herself. You know, and you don't have to have all these fancy things, but you do have to have consistent marketing, a consistent plan to be visible, deliver value, make offers. You definitely have to have, generating leads consistently, because you need to practice. You need to get in the game and stop just thinking about it on the sidelines. Get in, practice. You need to get rid of all the limitations in your mindset, gremlins and ideas about fear and, oh my gosh, resistance to selling, and I'm not good enough, and I'm not ready yet, and who am I, and on and on and on and on. Swipe that freaking thing clear. Create new concepts and new beliefs about yourself as a six-figure earner. And then number 4, you got to sharpen your sales skills. Get around a community of people, right, that have the right recipe. It's a safe space for you to do that work, and where you can learn, to have sales conversations, overcome objections, put the right marketing, the sales attraction system in place. And finally, the 5th key is to hire a mentor, guys. Hire a mentor, get into a program that can support you, whether it's this one or another one. I don't care whose it is. Obviously, I'm biased. I think mine's the best. I've got 8 years of experience under my belt, and we have an awesome team, that you get to work with. It's not just myself, but you get to work with, our entire team. Facebook ninjas, copywriters, YouTube experts, mindset mentors. You get your own personal mindset mentor, and you get to talk with me every week. And as you can tell, I'm pretty direct. I like to have fun. I don't want to waste any time, right? I like to get your results in record time, and that's what we can do here. So that's my invitation for you today. If you want to jumpstart your summer sales, those are the 5 keys. Again, if you want to take a look at our program, go to takeyourpowerbacknow.com/10K ready, or check out the program at 10K-in-30-day-program.com. It's all listed out there for you. Courtney, any other last words that you have for people while we're here before we go?
Yeah, I really, really encourage you to lean into the fear. The fear means that you want to change. That's your ego trying to protect you. And that this is the best program on earth. I know it. I've experienced it. And I was that girl that was scared. And I, took the leap of faith and ended up finding out that this is the most amazing program, that as long as you show up and you work, the program works.
So let's just talk a little bit about that. You were on the other side of this, and you had quit your job. So you were committed. You were like, I'm not going back to selling cars, working for somebody else, making somebody else rich. And
yeah,
what happened? What made you really invest in, what made you choose this program?
What made me choose this program is you. Oh. So I had stumbled across you through Facebook marketing. So see, it works. And I started stalking you every chance I got. I was listening to you, listening to what you offered, your stories, seeing all the success, seeing your confidence, seeing that you had been to the burning bush and that you had made it happen. I read your book, Take Your Power Back Now, a really amazing book, and just knew that you were the right match for me, that you were the right mentor. And quite honestly, I wanted to be the next Vanessa. I wanted to change my life. And it wasn't just financially. You're right. I really needed to take the power back. I needed to get my health together. I needed to have family time again. And I was in a pinch. I walked away from 6 figures. I walked away from a guaranteed paycheck every 2 weeks with a huge bonus at the end of the year. And I needed to replace that quickly. Like, I could not make the mistakes or, test things out like you did. That's what you had to do. And you shared that with me on Facebook marketing. You shared how, over the last 8 to 10 years, you've made the mistakes. You've done all that. And that because you did that, you had a boiled down, compact program that was easy to follow, that would give me the results. And I needed that. That wasn't a want. That was a need. And it delivered. So can't say enough about it.
I love that. Thank you. And yeah, that is the fear, right? Is walking away from, even though it's that uncomfortable paycheck, it's still going to pay your bills. Right? Mm-hmm. And how are you going to replace that? And so I have my husband will call me prickly about this. I'm extremely sharp about you know, all these programs that promise you the sun and the moon and the My Little Ponies and hey man, let's show me the money. Show me the money. I'm like the Jerry Maguire, you know, like, hey, you know, I will do, tell me what to do and I will do it. I'm kind of that person. And so you're right, after 8 years of being in this game, you know, I have had the privilege of a decade of seeing where online marketing is. What used to work then is not working now. You know, and all of these women have these wonderful gifts who get stumped up with online marketing and they get sold all this crazy jazz that they really don't need. You know, and what's the fastest way to help them make money? Because let me tell you something, as soon as you make your first sale, right? I mean, you did it in 3 weeks.
Yes.
Okay, and you're not technical savvy. You did it without a website. You just learned how to make offers. You learned how to package yourself, and holy smoke, somebody bought that. And wow, all right. So I love this because, you know, after 8 years, that really is, you know, the program is, it's on its like 8th or 9th, maybe 10th rendition. Like it just keeps getting better and better and better. And now I just have more money to pay more awesome, cool people to help serve my clients and to make sure that you guys are getting, you know, one-on-one attention and a clarity. That's really why coaches, you know, struggle. So I'm prickly about this idea of all these programs that promise the sun and the moon and basically just give you a bunch of videos and like, oh, you're off on your own. That's not what this is. This is a very much, hey, you know, we have real conversations about, I'm thinking of calling myself this. What do I do? What do you think is best, Vanessa? No, it's this. This is what you want to call yourself. This is what will sell. This is, well, my thing about my program will be this. What do you think, right? And until there's that clarity, no one does anything. So you get to, you know, we get to connect with me and my team. And I think that's really, again, with the mindset. Once you have these foundations, the clarity, the mindset, then you can pull the trigger on any system building because you believe in yourself. And again, if you want to make an impact, you know, you've got to believe in yourself. So guys, we have gone over the hour. I adore each and every one of you here. Again, we're going to be having more of these conversations for you. So make sure that you tune in. We have a summer schedule. Friday, we're talking about how to make offers. Tuesday next week, we're talking about the best automation tips. Is that next week? Time management hacks for effective, productive business growth. We're talking about automation tips to work smarter, not harder. We're talking about things you never want to do with your website. So tune in here, guys. And again, we'll see you maybe on the inside, hopefully, sooner than later. And if you guys really want to skyrocket your summer, join us in the 10K and 30-day program. Can't wait to see you there. And we love you. We're sending you big, big hugs. Mwah. Bye, everyone.